Well, we're back for some more breaking news. So let's start things off. Drake Bell, former Nickelodeon star, gets probation for child endangerment. Former star Drake and Joshi pled guilty to attempted child endangerment and disseminating matter harmful to juveniles in June. An Ohio judge sentenced the Nickelodeon star to 2 years of probation and 200 hours of community service and have no contact with the victim. During the sentencing, the female victim gave an emotional statement, victim impact statement detailing what happened. My thoughts on this. So, man pleads guilty. He admits to doing what he did. He says his conduct was wrong. He gets 2 years probation. Like, child endangerment gets you 2 years probation. I thought we'd go to jail for like 2 years. That probably should have happened. So he gets away. He gets away with it. Now, do I believe what the victim said? Not entirely. But Drake Bell did admit responsibility. He did admit to these crimes. He is now a convicted felon. He gets probation for child endangerment. So Drake Bell gets probation. Brock Turner gets 3 months in prison. And Cosby gets his conviction overturned. But yet, if you offend someone on Twitter, or you say something racist on Twitter, or wherever on the internet, or if you have opposing political views, you're going to get canceled for life. But you do child endangerment or rape someone, you're going to get probation or get away with it. Either getting your conviction overturned or serving less than a year in jail. This guy should have been in prison for 2 years. Probation? Yikes. Now, I don't know what happened. We don't know all the facts. He could have gone to trial, but I guess he just wanted to get this stuff out of the way with. That is right. He can't forgo his right to a trial. So, start the news. Drake Bell gets probation for child endangerment. He'll be back in Hollywood within 2 years or so. Can he restore his career? Probably. I think he's rich. He probably can. He's young. I believe there's some out there that want to take a chance on the guy. But who knows? Let's get into the major news stories. Lockdowns are going to happen all over again. Lockdown 2 is coming. Are they coming? Nevada received the mask mandate in high transmission areas, including Clark County. Governor Steve Sisolak on Tuesday issued the directive in accordance with the new CDC recommendation. Mask use is mandated in all counties with high transmission areas, regardless of vaccine status. So pretty much going back to what we're doing last year. We've had recent spikes in Nevada, new infections, and indoor mask requirements apply to Reno, Las Vegas, Carson City, and other cities as well. The State Gaming Control Board confirmed the mandate would apply to casinos. Let's go to my home state. Governor Beshear says masks required for all government buildings. The state continues to chart a path for the latest health recommendations over the Delta variant. Andy Beshear said he's leading by example. He's requiring state employees to wear masks. And he also said it's also regardless of vaccination status as well. Go to the metro government of Louisville. Masks will be required again in all of the metro government buildings. Louisville metro government is added to the list of growing entities requiring masks again. Starting Monday, anyone in the city, building, or vehicle, staff, or visitor will need to wear a mask regardless of vaccination status. There is no statewide mandate on masks, only recommendations. However, the governor is requiring them in state buildings encouraging others to do the same. Jefferson County Public Schools approves universal masking policy for 2021-2022. The students and staff need to wear masks begin the school year regardless of their vaccination status. And that is the trend that I'm seeing. It's regardless of vaccination status. My thoughts on this, I don't mind it. I've been saying this for the past year. The government should control what they own. If they want to have their government buildings and have mask mandates, that's fine by me. Let the other business owners do their thing. GCPS, if they want to do a mask mandate, that's fine. That's their school district. But Farming does disagree. I don't see why kids should wear masks. I mean, the stats prove that they are at least affected by the coronavirus. Since they are at least affected by it, I think it should be their decision on whether they want to wear one or not. Requiring the teachers to get vaccinated, okay, I'm for that. Have all the adults get vaccinated. If all the adults get vaccinated, there shouldn't be a problem with the kids getting COVID as well. And if you want the students to get vaccinated, why don't you push that initiative to get people under the age of 12 to get vaccinated? Now, all these articles says regardless of vaccination status. Does that mean vaccines work? According to reports that I saw, is that if you have COVID vaccine, you can get the Delta variant equally as someone who is not vaccinated. Were these vaccines released too early? Do they not work? Were they not prepared for variants? I don't know. What's honest that the CDC has reversed its course on their masking guidance. If they now recommend that people, regardless of their vaccination status, that is again, they must wear a mask indoors in areas where there is substantial high transmission of COVID-19, as well as in K-12 schools. This contradicts what they said in May. The agency relaxed mask guidance says it's no longer necessary. Fully vaccinated individuals. Even the president came out and said, if you're vaccinated, you do not need to wear a mask. But now they just reversed it. Are they making their mind up on the fly? I think they are. I don't think they know what to do. Reversal further signifies that the pandemic is far from over. It has Americans go shopping again, travel, attend concerts, sporting events, go to bars and nightclubs. Now, the CDC says that they are making these guidances based on the data. My question is, what data? What data are they getting? I pull up some data for myself. It makes no sense. Let's go to the data. It's from the CDC. Okay, so the United States total cases, they have 34 million total cases and only 600,000 deaths. What this means is that more people are beating this disease than dying. You know, let's go to my home state. There's Kentucky, new cases, total cases there, around 400,000, only 10,000 deaths. That means 390,000. Means 390,000 more people are beating this. Let's go to the bottom. Total cases 300,000 means only 11,000. So a lot of cases, they have 300,000. So the bottom, like I said, they have 300,000 and only 5,000 deaths. I believe that's what I'm seeing. So again, this means that more people are beating this disease than dying from it. Go back to my home state of KY, Kentucky. They have 400,000 cases, and only 7,000 people are dead. More people are beating this disease than dying from it. Let's go to the positivity rate. Positivity rate approached 9%. Which means that the negativity rate must be around 90%, right? And more people beating this disease than dying from it. More people testing negative than positive. So if more people are surviving, more people testing negative, what's the point of all these lockdowns and mask mandates? I just don't get it. That's the data that I'm seeing here. This fella could find something else, but to me, this whole COVID stuff, it's not really a concern unless you're a person out there that fits the high risk area. But to me, there's no point of wearing masks or social distancing or any of that. You know, if you're taking care of yourselves and you're not in that high risk area, you should be able to do what you did before the pandemic. To me, none of this stuff is just a concern, just a political scam. Not saying COVID is not serious, but I think the media is way too much overplaying this. Way too much. Those are my thoughts, and that is the news.